Morning, everybody. We're continuing our look at runners of the Bible this morning. Today we're going to be in Acts chapter 8, specifically verse 30. And what's happening here in the story is Philip was led by the Spirit to go down this one road. And as he's on this road, he sees a man in a chariot. He's an Ethiopian. And he's come up to Jerusalem to worship. And it seems he's on his way home. And he Philip sees him, and the Spirit leads him, says, "Go up to that chariot." And so, verse 30 says, Then Philip ran up to the chariot and heard the man reading Isaiah the prophet. "Do you understand what you are reading?" Philip asked. And the man says, "How can I know unless somebody explains it to me?" And so basically he invites Philip up in, and Philip starts with that very passage and leads the Ethiopian through scriptures to uh, to tell him about Jesus. And of course, that passage that it's referring to is out of Isaiah 53, talking about the suffering of Jesus. And so throughout this, he does that, and the man is convicted to the heart, and he's like, "Man, I want to follow this Jesus guy." And they come across some water, and Philip or the Ethiopian says, "Hey, here's some water. Why shouldn't I be baptized?" And so they get down and they baptize. And at that moment, Philip is taken away by the Spirit. And this is an amazing story. I love it. But it just gets me thinking every time I read that, how open Philip was to the leading of the Holy Spirit. The Spirit told him to go down this road. The Spirit told him to go next to that chariot. Philip had no idea why, but he did it. He was obedient to that. He just did what the Spirit was telling him to do, and it ended up being a huge opportunity for him to be able to share Jesus with this man. And of course, this man then in turn would take this back to his home country of Ethiopia and be able to share Jesus in that country. And so we never know what opportunities the Spirit's going to lead us to, or what the outcomes might be. But the important thing is that we keep in step with the Spirit. Paul to the Galatians said, "Let us keep in step with the Spirit." And I've always had in my mind a picture of trudging through the snow with that. That, when I was a kid, I would follow in somebody else's footprints in the snow so that I wouldn't get my feet super wet, right? And I've always had that in my mind when it says to keep in step with the Spirit is go where the Spirit goes, where the Spirit leads, go with it. And I don't remember where I heard this, and I've used this a lot in my prayers. But when I pray for people, I say, let's be led by the Spirit. Let us not run too far ahead, and let us not stay too far behind, but let us keep in step with the Spirit. And I think that's important because sometimes we think we know what God's doing. We think we know what the Spirit wants us to do. And so we run ahead. We take it upon ourselves to do something. And I think the Spirit's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Maybe that might be what I want you to do, but not yet. Slow down. And then, of course, sometimes we're hesitant, we're fearful. And so we stay too far behind. And the Spirit's like, go, go, go do this thing. And it's important that we keep in step with the Spirit. So, if there's anything that this runner of the Bible teaches us, it's to keep in step with the Spirit. Pay attention to those God moments that He's setting you up for. Again, Philip had no idea what was going to happen, but because he was faithful to the Spirit, a person was brought into the kingdom. And who knows how many people were brought into the kingdom because of that testimony that he brought back to Ethiopia. We don't know the impact that we're going to have on eternity when we simply share the gospel, but we're commanded to go and to make disciples, to be Jesus's witnesses wherever we are, whatever we're doing, to keep in step with the Spirit. So today, let me encourage you, if the Spirit's nudging you to do something, you should probably do it. If the Spirit's telling you, hey, pray for this person, pray for them. If the Spirit's saying, hey, give this person a call, give that person a call. If the Spirit leads you to say, hey, you should go do this thing, go do that thing, because we have no idea the impact that we might have by just being faithful to the Spirit's leading. Keep on keeping on, run after the Spirit, and God be with you this day. God bless you.